Yo, what's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today's date is July the 6th. Hopefully y'all having a wonderful day, man. I appreciate you clicking on the video. Look, man, we're going to keep it short and sweet, man. We got 7 games for tonight. Hopefully y'all get into the green line on that early slate, man. Hopefully y'all didn't pick Montgomery too. Luckily I dodged a bullet. Well, I didn't dodge a bullet completely because I put him in one. That Cueto getting scratched, man, it had me shook. But shout out to Sanchez, man. He did his thing for sure. But yeah, man, tonight I'm gonna go ahead and spit out my information, let you know who I'm rocking with, let you know what I'm looking at, and that's gonna be that, man. We finna get to the green line. Let's go. Starting off pitching, man. Y'all know we got this dude on the slate. His name is Chris Sale. He a beast. He's going up against like literally the team that strikes out the most, and he has the most strikeouts. So, just using logic, you would think that he should have a good game, man. And I'm not gonna be the guy who goes out and goes on a limb and be like, no, don't play Chris Sale, man. He could struggle, because he's not. I don't think so. I think this man could really flirt with like 14, 15 strikeouts. And Tampa Bay is worse versus lefties. That's what makes it worse. So some of their best bats, like Corey Dickerson. I can't think of old boy's name. Killmeyer, he might be injured actually. But some of their best bats are not going to be in the lineup, and the lineups are confirmed. When y'all see the bottom half of this lineup, y'all going to be like, dang, who are these guys? And I think Chris Sale has a monster night. Huge favorite. A park that's pretty neutral. I'm finna quit talking about Chris Sale, man, because if you can afford him and you like him, play him, man. I think he won't disappoint you tonight. Now, moving on to the pitchers that are just not as obvious, even though they are to me. It's hard to build a lineup with Chris Sale. Because he's at 13 racks. You're trying to find another pitcher to squeeze in, but you don't want to, ruin your chances. You want somebody you feel comfortable with. And I keep finding myself landing on Jose Barrios. I think he's in an excellent spot tonight, man, going up against Baltimore. We know Baltimore, they also strike out a ton. And Barrios, he's been solid all year, man. As soon as they called him up, he's been pitching his ass off, man. Getting about 7-8 strikeouts per game. His last game versus the Royals, I believe he had a stinker. It wasn't a great pitching performance, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's the only game he's been like shelled. Other than that, man, the boy has been getting it. And I think he's kind of out of sight, out of mind tonight. So I'm going to pair him up with my boy Chris Sale, and I'm going to hope for a wonderful night, man. I really do like him, man. So take a look at him. Now my next, I got 4 pitchers, man. So Chris Sale, Barrios. I'm going to do that combination. And then on my other lineup, I'm doing an actual game stack with pitching. I'm looking at Robbie Ray and Rich Hill, man. Battle of the lefties. Man, what can I say about Robbie Ray? The man is a beast. On the road, he's even better because he plays in such a hitter-friendly park. He's going to L.A. where you get the positive switch for him. He's playing in a pitcher's park. He's going up against the Dodgers, man, who tend to struggle versus lefties themselves. They're not as good, man. So they're going to run out their lefty lineup. Bellinger might not be as he may take some of Bellinger's power away, even though Bellinger's been hitting both sides like ridiculous, man. But I'm sure he's a little worse versus he is. He's a little worse versus lefties. Same thing with Corey Seager. He may get a slight downgrade as far as battling with the same handiness. I think he's in a really good spot, man. It makes for a good matchup. And then on the other side, man, Arizona, when they're not in Arizona, they're not that good. They're not the juggernaut offensively that you would normally see. Unless you take them to Coors, I'm sure they'll be good there. But man, in a pitchers friendly ballpark, we got Rich Hill. The Dodgers pitching has been shutting it down. I think we see a third gem, man. Like we seen Kershaw pitch very well. We seen Alex Wood do his thing. Now he's third in rotation. So I think Rich Hill has a good night. The only thing I hate about Rich Hill, man, the coach, they never really let him, throw a ton of pitches, man. So even if he's about to throw a no-hitter, they're gonna pull this man out. He's not one of those guys that they necessarily trust to go deep, or maybe they're just trying to get him into the groove, man, to save him for the playoffs. I don't know, man. But I do like, with all that being said, I do like Rich Hill. Arizona, like I said, they strike out a ton, man, and especially not being in their ballpark, they're not that good, man. And I'm going to be rocking with them tonight. So, pitching, man, we got Sale. Pitching, we got Sale, Berayus, and then a game stack with pitching, Robbie Ray, Rich Hill, man. Battle of the lefties in that one. Now I want to quickly talk about some team stacks, man. Team stacks I'm looking at. I'm going to give you one game stack, man. In the game, I'm like, my eyes are just lit up, man. I'm going to be all over this one, both sides equally. It's going to be the Oakland Athletics and the Seattle Mariners, man. I think this makes for some good baseball. As far as hitting, if you like seeing runs scored, it makes for a good night of baseball. Not so much for the pitchers. You got a pitcher in Paul Blackburn. He's a young buck, and the Seattle Mariners run total is at 5.3 right now. I think it's going to continue to climb. Same thing with the Athletics too. They're going up against Sam Gaviglio. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think that was right though. And Sam, he's not that good, man. He's not that guy. He's not going to strike out a ton of batters. He will walk a few batters. And the thing about him, he just tries to weave his way through traffic. He just tries to coast. And if he gets lit up, if he gets in trouble early, man, I think the Athletics can really be dangerous. And I think they can be very, very sneaky. I know a lot of people are not going to be looking to stack the Athletics, but I'm going to be all over it, man. That's my number one, option. Number one, hands down, is the game stack. I love both these teams. I got a close second, though. And I'm going to give you my close second last because y'all might be like, what? But, the next, now just a team to stack. I'm going to be doing the pitchers and hitters combo with the Minnesota Twins. We got 10-mile-per-hour winds blowing out. Damn, I probably should have thought about that when I was picking Berayus. I think he'll be all right, though. He'll get enough Ks. But Baltimore carries a lot of power, man. That makes me a little nervous. But yeah, I'm still rock with him. Minnesota Twins, man, versus Dylan Bundy. One thing that I know is Dylan Bundy gives up a shit ton of home runs, man. And like I said, with the win, Minnesota's power. I was all over Minnesota yesterday. They let me down. I think I was a little too early to the party, man. I was a day too early, but I'm going right back because they owe me, man. They owe me some points, and I'm gonna stack them up, man. I think they make for an excellent stack tonight. Dylan Bundy's hard hit rate, his past 2 starts, is at 55%, man. What that means is he's getting rocked. Like, he's just giving it up. And I'm gonna read his home run surrender. And this goes back to the 6th of the 5th month. Look, 3 home runs, 2 home runs, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. So it's been a while since he hasn't given up a home run, man. I think Minnesota has a ton of hitting power. they're in a good spot, man. High team total. I like it, man. I like it. Now, my last stack of the day, man, it's gonna sound crazy, but just rock with me, man. Just see if and go do some digging, man. I definitely want you to do your own research, man. But I'm looking at the Padres, man. I think they're in a really solid spot, man, versus Josh Tomlin. Even though Vegas is not, they're not showing the Padres the love I feel like they deserve for tonight. Because if you break down Josh Tomlin, look at his numbers, he's surrendering a lot of hard contact. First off the rip, his is around 50%. Josh Tomlin is not going to strike out a ton of batters, and that's the thing with San Diego, man. They're supposed to be, the strikeout heavy team, but if you get a pitcher that can't strike him out and he's giving up hard hits, I think it makes for a good, sneaky, Padres stack, man. And that's just how I see it. And part of the reason is because I paid up for Chris Sale in one of my lineups. So, you can't get best of both worlds. But I think Padres, man, are definitely in play for tonight. I love them, man. I think they're solid. Their run total right now is at 3.7, which that's not something I normally would look to stack. But I think I got this one right, man. I think they're in a really good spot for this game, and I know they'll be low on, so I'll already feel good about that. And yeah, man, that's gonna do it. I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about. So pitching, we got Sale, Berrios, Robbie Ray, Rich Hill. Game stack, man, Oakland and Seattle, man. Look at that one. Team stacks, Minnesota and San Diego. And my lock of the day is gonna be Jose Perella, the leadoff hitter for the Padres. I got him in both my lineups. I think he has a monster day. He's been on a roll. Hopefully y'all cashed in early. Hopefully y'all cash tonight. Get to the green line. Bless up, y'all, man. Have a great day.